of the year. And I'm just gonna do loads of pumpkin recipes. Good morning. It is currently a grey and rainy morning. Is it August yet? No, it's the last day of July, but you'll be seeing this in August then. It's the last day of July, so we're really going into the last month of summer, and I'm really trying to stay within season. However, I did get ready this morning watching some old vlogmases of favourite content creators. But I'm going to have a really nice summer holiday day with my children today, my baby and my toddler. We're going to go to a really nice play area, which is sort of near me. It's kind of north of me, about half an hour north of me. If you've ever heard of it, it's called Stanwick Lakes, and it's a gorgeous like nature reserve area and with huge lakes you can walk around, and it's got like a really good outdoor play area, like a huge run around outdoor play area. I'm someone who will do anything they can to avoid going to soft plays. Norovirus is probably like my biggest phobia, and we just so often was getting norovirus like at least twice a year. And I'm pretty sure they were from going to things like soft plays and play groups. So I'm trying to find something to do that's okay in a grey, sort of greyish weather. Although I am wearing a summer dress. Don't want to be in autumn wear right now, okay? I don't want to rush my time away. So we're going to go to that really nice play area today. I'm going to try and keep everything free today. I feel like we've had about 10 days of summer holidays so far, and I've spent not even 10 days, seem to be going out and spending money. We've been to like a dino park near me, swimming, we've been, just everything is sort of adding up. So today it's got to be a free day. However, I do want to get out and about. I do want to get out of the village. In the car, I want to get everyone out. So we're going to go for a walk around Stanwick Lakes, and we're going to go into the play area there. That's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to put my... People find it so weird that I keep my deodorant in my tea cupboard, but it's actually a bit of a game changer, because if you ever get down to your kitchen, you're making yourself a cup of tea in the morning and you've washed and done everything, you just put on your deodorant after you've, you know, settled. Then the deodorant's sort of the last thing to go on, and this doesn't leave white marks. I'm not actually working with them in today's video, but I rate this so much. Wild deodorant, new roll-on deodorant. But yeah, I'm not working with them in today's video. We do have an active code, so I'll leave that below for you to get 20% off, which is limited, and it's a very good discount on really good deodorant. What I'm going to do now is make a packed lunch for Oren and I don't know what to do about Jasper. He's finally eating a bit more, so I need to now think about him, but obviously they're very messy at that age, so I don't know what to do. I don't know what to bring him. I'm tempted just to bring him a pouch today and just make do with that. He has been loving a pasta bake that I've been making. I do like a hidden veg pasta bake where I put courgette, mushrooms, peppers, onions, garlic, and whiz it all up and then make it into a creamy sauce with some like cream cheese or something. He's been loving that. So I'm tempted to bring that, but that gets really messy. So I might just bring a pouch for him. Anyway, let's quickly whiz up some packed lunches. Maybe later, after we've had our day, but it's... Good morning, it's a new day. We are still enjoying our summer holidays. The sun is actually out today in summer holidays, which is good, because I feel like it's been drizzling almost every day, but not heavy enough rain to like really just make a difference. We went to the National Trust yesterday, and I love a day out at the National Trust. I feel like If you're looking for something really wholesome and lovely to do where your children are going to spend all day outside, the National Trust is a great one. For our wedding present, my in-laws got us lifetime membership for National Trust, and so we've got a card where anywhere we can go in the country, if there's a National Trust, we can enter for free. Most national, well, not most, but like a lot of National Trust is free entry. Some of them charge you, some don't charge you, but they will charge you for parking. It just depends. But I know that whenever I'm near a National Trust, I can visit, and it's a really nice day out for my kids. We had loads and loads of fun. But it was so drizzly yesterday. It was just like this constant drizzle, but because the air is warm, it's not like a nice cozy drizzle where you can put on a coat. It's like really hot and sweaty when you put on like a rain jacket, but also really wet, so you can't not be with the rain jacket. But today is not that kind of day. It's nice and sunny. I've just been out this morning to harvest the lavender in the garden. As you can see, I've got loads of dried lavender here. My mother-in-law taught me that on the 8th of the 8th every year, that's when you should cut back your lavender. So if you have lavender in your garden and it's the 8th of August, do it. I've done it a few days early just because I want to get ahead of making some things with the lavender. You're meant to cut it so it's about that much green left before it gets all woody. So I can show you a little like a video of mine, how I've cut mine, but it was really long and I've cut it all, harvested it all. It smells gorgeous. So yeah, with lavender you can pop it in pots around the house, vases around the house, just because it smells so lovely. It's also like a natural anti-fly thing. Flies don't like the smell of lavender, and insects and stuff, which is good because flies drive me crazy. So yeah, you can dot some around the house. I'm going to make some lavender salts for the bath because I love a good bath in the evening when both my children are asleep. I love to have a really relaxing bath, so I'm going to make my own homemade lavender salts, which is super duper easy. I'll link the magnesium flakes that I get below from Amazon, and then we're going to combine that and some lavender. And then I'm going to make some little sachets, which are great for your clothes drawers because lavender is also good at getting rid of moths. So if you have like lots of lovely wool and cotton clothes, you don't really want moths eating through them because moths do like them. And it's a really nice way of like making your drawers and your clothes just smell lovely and fresh all the time. You can also make things like lavender jelly and things like that. I don't like florally food. I just don't. It's not my thing. So the things I make with lavender is non-edible, but you can make yourself things like lavender jelly and things like that. Yeah, so let's make some lavender salts for the bath, and I'm going to have a bath tonight with them, which I'm very excited about. So easy to do and smells divine. Like my hands smell amazing right now. So I'll be looking forward to a lovely lavender bath tonight. I'm really trying to like do everything I can to protect and help any sleep I am getting right now, because we've got 2 front teeth coming through for my little baby, and that means sleeping is very broken up at the moment. However, a bit of lack of sleep is probably not nearly as hard as growing actual massive teeth through your gums. Like, I can't imagine what poor babies go through with their teething. So yeah, we've got lovely salt for tonight's bath, which is really nice. This makes a great gift, by the way, a great very low cost gift. So I might actually order some little glass jars from Amazon and make some bath salts for people, especially if you know people that have birthdays in the summer or late summer. Yeah, whenever I do this each year, whenever I like get lavender, I realise it's coming to the end of summer. No, live in the moment. Stop looking forward to the next season. Live in the moment. But I am getting a little bit excited for autumn. I do actually have an autumnal recipe coming in today's videos. Anyway, stay in the season. Stop getting excited for a season that's not here yet. Calm down.
What is this?
Jasper! We have just got home. We went out for a lovely walk to a local cafe near us.
Hold on.
Oren's got his bubble gun. Yeah, we just met a friend and her children for a coffee or a juice. I got a smoothie today. And now we're home. It's actually feeling a bit autumnal outside. I need to make us some lunch. I'm going to put jacket potatoes on, one for Oren, one for Jasper. See how he does with the jacket potato, but I'm also going to roast some pumpkins. So I picked these up at my mum's allotment. She's been growing pumpkins. Apparently these will be nice with olive oil, just sort of roasted, cut them out and sort of eat them, scoop out the middle. You can put rice in the middle, salad in the middle. Anyway, so I'm going to roast these two little ones. I quite like the look of this one, so I'm going to keep this because it looks autumnal in the house and I just want it to look a little bit more autumnal. I like the wind today. Is making me excited because the wind is actually quite cool. Anyway, olive oil and probably like paprika and garlic with this. Lunch is just on the go, but I was just about to make myself a drink. And I thought I'd mention it because it's something I've picked up in like since becoming pregnant with Jasper. I got an obsession with cordial and sparkling water. If you don't want to drink fizzy drinks anymore, or you need like a drink that's not water, all I drink is water and tea. I don't really drink anything else anymore. But during pregnancy, I got obsessed with sparkling water, and the obsession continues. So I've got summer raspberry cordial. One day I'm going to make my own cordial. I've got tons of raspberries in the garden actually. I should learn how to do it. And sparkling water. It's just my obsession, and it makes me feel like, especially in the evening when I'm having like a nice dinner, it makes me feel like I'm having a bit more interesting of a drink than water, which is what I just have out of my water bottle. Okay, I have to be quick because I've just paused the Bluey music that we were playing, weren't we, Oren? So I have to be nice and quick for him. But I've just made lunch, so first pumpkin recipe of the year.
I don't want to taste it.
You don't have to taste it. Oren doesn't want to taste it. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But I put like a tuna salad within the pumpkin. The pumpkins are really easy. Just roast them with olive oil, put spices on top of them on the outside, and then I put like a tuna salad on the middle. Scooped out the middles, and I love pumpkin seeds. Like, I know people say scoop out the middle, but I eat it as it is. You can also dry the pumpkin seeds and roast them with salt. That's lovely. They're delicious. Like, I'm enjoying the middle. For Jasper, so Oren had a jacket potato and cucumber. Jasper is having a mixture of a bit of tuna without the mayonnaise on it. So a bit of tuna, flaxseed, black pepper, olive oil, potato and pumpkin mixed together. It's just a bit random. It's just what I could think. I don't enjoy baby-led weaning, just to let you know. It really stresses me out because most of the food that I give him just gets pushed back out of his mouth. And I'm just in a constant state of like worry. I'm like, but are you eating enough? Are you okay? Are you eating enough? And you're just worrying a lot. And I try to do like what we're eating, but less salt. And I'm trying to do this, trying to do that. And I try to be really chill about it. And Jasper's having a lot of fun with the food, like, and that is all that matters. But to me, I do panic a lot around meal times with him because I'm just trying to give him lots of exposure to different foods, but I never know if anything's going in. Some must be going in, so anyway, we're gonna eat lunch. The middle of the pumpkin is delicious. Let's see how this goes. But quickly on the topic of baby-led weaning, these spoons, fantastic. Just nothing falls out, it just sort of the food engrooved in the grooves, but I'll link them below. I take back everything I just said about baby-led weaning because Jasper just ain't loads of a mini pumpkin. So I'm really happy about that. I'm literally so happy about it. Just want to say big respect to any parents who do this alone, because it's so hard with multiple kids doing it alone. Hard enough that I have to treat myself to a massive slice of cake. Do I go with the triple chocolate brownie or the school sprinkle cake? It has to be the school sprinkle cake. It smells unreal. Oh, it's heavy. Heavy with that icing. Oh, look at that. And I've got the biggest cup I could find in my cupboard. It's Harry Potter 9 3/4 mug of dandelion tea. Sometimes the classic hot is what you need. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm not sharing with my 4-year-old, but he has just had a choc ice from the freezer. That was going to be his treat. We've decided to stop doing those sorts of things after dinner because I feel like it's too close to bedtime and someone gets a bit too sugar loaded to sleep. Hiding in the pushchair. So instead I give it to him like after lunch as a pudding. Delicious. Should I set it up? Sit back a little. So,
put them in a pile and
stop the game.
I don't know.
Oh. I'm going to do I'm going to do a really quick speed clean or speed tidy of the living room while my blackcurrant jam is doing its thing. I picked some blackcurrants from the blackcurrant bushes a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago now, and I washed them and froze them. So now I'm just starting to get around to making the jam. Blackcurrant jam is my absolute favourite type of jam. It almost tastes medicinal. It's just such a nice flavour. So like blackcurrant jam tarts, blackcurrant jam on toast. It's just like my favourite thing. I love it. So I'm going to add the sugar into that in a minute, but I'm going to do a really quick speed clean and just a quick stretch of my body. I feel like I've got into some bad habits the last week. My beautiful baby, where is he? My beautiful boy. My beautiful boy. His two front teeth. His two front teeth, top teeth, have been coming in the last sort of week to 10 days. They are so cute. They're almost through the gums, but I could just tell how cute his smile's going to be when they're finally through. When they're finally through. But it has meant that sleep has been just so bad, hasn't it? You've needed lots of cuddles in the night, and that's okay. That's okay. But it has meant that sleep's so bad, and I read somewhere, no, I saw some, or I heard a clip of a podcast the other day, and this lady was saying like war torture is similar tactics that a new mother goes through in the first year after giving birth. So sleep deprivation, isolation, because often you are with your baby and not around the usual people that you would be. Isolation, sleep deprivation, lack of nutrients, so whether that be because you're eating less because you're just too busy to actually fully nourish your body. Yeah, whether that be because you're eating less because you can't nourish your body as much, or you're breastfeeding, such as I am, and that takes so much nutrient out of your body. And there are a few other bits in there, thrown in there, like the hormone thing, which makes you really agitated. But it's like similar. It's so hard on your body. And by the way, I'm not comparing myself to someone in a war zone, because right now there are absolute atrocities going on around the world to lots of innocent babies and mums and people. And I'm not comparing myself to being anywhere near their situation, but what I'm saying is the analogy of like the sleep deprivation, lack of nutrient, lack of food, isolation. These are tactics that are used to torture people. But it's also something, yeah, that mums can go through on a smaller scale. I really like the saying, it doesn't get easier, it just gets different. And I feel like that's so true when it comes to babies. It's never got easier for me with Oren, but it does get, just new challenges come and new ups and downs. So, but the first year I forgot actually those challenges are so physical and mental. It's unbelievable. Like, they're just so physical and mental. Anyway, so his teeth are coming through and I've not slept properly for going on 10 days now. And when I don't sleep properly, I crave things like sugar, chocolate and cake. I've been eating so much cake recently. I had school cake today. I just have been needing it, but part of me is thinking it's a vicious cycle because like, it's not making me feel good in the long run. So I'm trying to do some really nice stretches, like do some lymphatic draining, and I'm just trying to get back into the habit of eating more nutritious foods and, hey baby, and like homegrown vegetables and stuff like that. You can see Meow Meow. This boy loves a cat. Do you want to have a look at Meow Meow? Do you want to have Doodles? Don't go away. Come here. Honestly, sometimes I actually use my cats as babysitters. I like not actual looking after him, but like now I can sit him here and he'll just stare at the cat for the next 2 minutes, and it's great. Yeah. Meow Meow. Yeah, so it's definitely true, but I've mentioned this before. I've got the Ultra Human Ring Air. I've mentioned this before and I got so many questions about it. Actually, lots of you were really, really interested, and I'm not surprised because it's probably one of the coolest gadgets. You want to stand? It's probably one of the coolest gadgets I've used for myself and tracking my health journey, keeping consistent with changes that I'm trying to make to myself. So this Ultra Human Ring Air, it tracks everything about you. So like your sleep, your brain recovery rate. So how many things you're doing throughout the day and night that actually makes up brain recovery. Eat good food, or when you rest, or when you do like physical activity, that's helping your body to recover from life. And yeah, so it's really been interesting to watch how my brain, how much time of brain recovery I get. So you use an app with your ring. It tracks all of your sleep. It tracks your restfulness during your sleep, the time where your heart rate drops the most during your sleep, which is when you're in your like deepest, most restful sleep. How much deep sleep, how much REM sleep you're getting, circadian rhythm windows, which is, I know, there's Meow Meow. He's so interesting, isn't he? Which is, yeah, super interesting to find out your circadian rhythm, because then you can find out when's the best time for me to consume caffeine. Because did you know it's different for everybody? If you consume caffeine too early in the day, it can actually reverse some of the sleep you've had and make you so groggy by the end of the day. If you have it at the optimal time, that's great. If you have it too late, obviously that can affect and impact your sleep. It's made such a difference to my day-to-day life. It does also track things like steps, you can do fitness goals. A good one to track as well is your stress rhythm, so how often you're stressed. So because I've got that information, I now work out when I have like these peak stress moments, and I'm trying to preempt them. I know, he's teasing you now. He's just teasing you, he's just rolling around just out of touch. I mean, Jasper is moments away from crawling any day now. He's like kind of got it, but he just flattens out when he starts moving. So your days are numbered, mate. Okay, you can't be rolling around teasing him like that probably within the next week. Okay, don't get too cocky. Say meow meow. Really interesting. And so what I've been trying to do is every sort of late morning after his nap, with Oren as well, we do like these really lovely child yoga things. Oh, they're just so nice, and it's such a nice thing for me and Oren to do. But it is later in the afternoon now. I didn't get to do that today with Oren, and Oren's gone out with my husband. But yeah, it's a really, really interesting app. I've been absolutely loving tracking everything. For me, it's really good to track your overall health. What I am really interested in is making my body so healthy in all the ways I possibly can. We'll link it down below. I do actually have a 10% discount, which is fabulous. You know, it's an investment I think it's a worthwhile investment, but it is an investment, so if you can get some money off that, that's great. And if you're in the market for something like this, I will leave it down below for you. And sorry, just one of my absolute favourite features about this is you can have it in airplane mode and it will still sync your data. You don't want EMFs like always buzzing around, because I often have my phone downstairs in the night and I try not to charge things in my bedroom, but I like to wear this at night. You can have it on airplane mode and it still gathers all your data. You just sync it back up in the morning. It's a great little thing. Anyway, you're thinking, who on earth is my mummy talking to? Because I think my mummy's going crazy. Right, let's have a quick speed clean, Jesper. Are you going to help? Okay, I have just been autumn recipe planning. I'm going to show you in a second, but someone asked the other day for a basil tip, like basil guideline. Oh my gosh, needs a bigger pot already. Have I got a bigger one? Might have a bigger one. But basically this was a supermarket basil. To be fair, it does need a bit of cutting, but I split it into 3 plants. So I've got another plant inside, I've got a plant outside. All are doing pretty well. So the basil guide I follow is never water from the top, never water down into the plant. Always water from the bottom, so it has to just soak it in from the roots. There's less chance of it rotting. By the way, don't ask why there's a hose going through my garden. No, my kitchen. Don't ask. Lawrence calls me the nutty professor because I'm always up to something a little bit crazy. And right now there's a hose going through my kitchen for a very important reason. But yeah, so always water from the bottom. So whenever I water, I don't pour it in here, I pour it at the bottom of here and then the plant just takes. So always have a dish underneath your basil. Split it into pots, it should do well. If you plant it directly in the ground outside, I feel like it might not do well, but never let it go dry. And then when you go to cut it, you always want to cut above new growth. So we need basil for tonight's dinner. So there's loads of new growth up here, tiny little baby leaves, which smell gorgeous, but it is getting a little bit long. So I'm going to cut it at a little angle above new growth. There we go. So never pull the leaves off. It doesn't like that. Always cut it, and now I can pull the leaves off this and use that for tonight's dinner. I could honestly eat basil like that, which I do. You can put it in your drinks. It's just a really delicious thing. It's the evening, Oren is in bed. I've got a little baby awake because he had a bit of a later nap, so I'm going to put him down about 20 to 30 minutes later tonight. We did have to pretend to your big brother, didn't we, that you were going to bed. He generally falls asleep like that at the same time as Oren falls asleep, so it's really good. But tonight I'm just going to test out a tiny bit later, just because he's got a little bit more energy at the moment because he had that later nap. But I wanted to taste this jam. Where's my phone? Whilst I quickly run through some of the autumn recipes that I've been writing down that I'm going to be making. It smells incredible. I feel like triangle toast is elite toast. Wow, flipping delicious. Thought it'd be too sweet because when I taste it from the spoon, it's tasted really sweet, but it's actually quite tart. See, homemade jam. So easy to make as well. So autumn this year is very exciting. I've got lots of recipes coming up. I'm not pregnant. That means I can absolutely go wild when it comes to recipes. First of all, mac and cheese in the slow cooker. Why have I not done this? So many of you have commented and sent me messages about the mac and cheese that you make in your slow cooker, because I just done a slow cooker video, summer slow cooker. That's linked below, so make sure you go and watch that. But I can't, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to make mac and cheese in the slow cooker. That's what a slow cooker's for, isn't it? Something like mac and cheese, like cream. Oh, I can't wait. So we're gonna make mac and cheese, and I've got a secret ingredient that I tasted recently in an M&S mac and cheese, and I thought, what an incredible combination. I've got to remake that but better. I've got to try it out this month, and then yeah, it will be, I'm going to film it in a slow cooker. Okay, so someone called Billy Boff, their username is Billy Boff, messaged, put a comment on my video saying they used to make a chili con carne pie. Why have I not thought of that? You guys come up with the best ideas. Chili con carne pie and lasagna pie, sorry, shall I say. Let me just reframe that. Lasagna pie, even better. And they would layer it with tortillas, as in replacement of the pasta, tortillas, or maybe using like tortilla crisp chips, you know, like the lime crisps that I used in my recent video. I'm going to make a chili con carne lasagna pie. Just stop me. It's going to be so stodgy and delicious and warming and autumnal. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. One of my favourites. One of my sausage and onion pie. Sausage and onion pie. And I'm going to source some really good veggie sausages for that one, because it actually doesn't matter what kind of sausages you use, as long as they're really savoury ones. So like a mushroom sausage or a Lincolnshire flavoured sausage. So Sainsbury's, I'm going to have to pop in there, used to do the most incredible mushroom vegetable sausages. So we're going to be making that. Sugar. Sorry. Just have to move where I'm sitting, because I just poured half of my tea on the sofa. Luckily, Jasper wasn't up here, and luckily I wasn't sitting too close. Can you believe this? I'm gonna make chicken stuffing tacos. So a little bit different, but I feel like when you're a bit fed up with, say, all the stodgy creamy stuff, we can have tacos with chicken stuffing flavours, and I'm going to make them smashed ones. So I'm going to fry them, flip them. I've got to try all those out as well, but I'm really excited about those. Yeah, we're going to do a savoury pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to do loads of pumpkin recipes, like as many as I can, because Jasper loved that pumpkin the other day, and so did I. And I've realised when you intuitively feed a baby, they go for seasonal food. Like, he is loving plums from our plum tree at the moment. He's really loving like seasonal food. I'm going to make Guinness beef stew 3 ways. So I'm going to make it as a Guinness beef stew. I'm going to make it as a Guinness beef stew like cottage pie thing, and then a Guinness beef stew pastry pie, because that is, all 3 of those are the best ways you can have it. If you have autumnal recipes that you love, let me know in the comments down below. I do have quite a few other recipes that are coming as well, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, I actually can't wait to get filming. I just need the temperature to drop a couple more degrees, just so it's more enjoyable to be in the kitchen when there's like really hot, steamy food going on. If you're still watching, leave a leaf emoji below, because I would really love to know who is still watching. Even if you're someone who never comments, I would love to just see who is still watching, because I never really do these length of vlogs. If you want like longer, cozier vlogs every week, let me know. It is coming into that season, isn't it? So I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again for my next video. Bye!